What happened to me?
Come to me. Welcome to the Forest of Judgment, traveller. This tale of three is to unfold as one, but beware of the consequences of your actions, sinning one. Time is not your friend. What once was will be lived again, and what's yet to be forgotten silently hides in the mist.
Who are you? What do you want?
I am the voice of the forest, an echo of mist. You want to know the truth, don't you, Jack?
My head. Maybe there's someone inside.
This was once a place of worship, a cradle of the old gods, blessed by fortune. The little fawn was destined for great things, a future of magic and beauty. The tribe witnessed her first steps, unaware of what was yet to come.
The girl looks really happy. I wonder what happened to her.
All in due time, traveller. You shall wonder enough.
Come for us, take us. Come for us, save us, take us. Come for us, save us.
She's doing something to me. These visions. This music, it sounds familiar.
The little otter had a lovely little burrow with plenty to be cheerful for. She was blessed with a loving family, no pain or suffering, just warmth. One of many gifts was given to her from those she loved, a blissful moment among many.
I know that music box. Why do I know that music box?
So many questions, traveller. Do you really want to know the answers?
Who did this belong to?
The little fox lived in an old, inhospitable den. Not much to account for, but it was home. Life was not fair for the little fox, who had to learn the ways of grown folk sooner than he should have. But there was hope in his life, a lingering warmth sheltering him from the evils lurking in the shadows.
I hope that little boy is all right. What a terrible father.
Yes, hope is a nice thing to hold on to. Is the boy safe? What do you think, Jack?
I wonder who's that little boy?
Look. She's on the move again. Look.
little fox grew in fear of the one who should have protected him, in a den devoid of comfort and joy. His body and mind poisoned by violence, the boy started plotting vengeance in order to attain freedom. Meanwhile, his father dealt with the results of his own loss in the only inhuman way he knew.
I don't blame the boy for having those thoughts. Whatever the reason, his father should have kept it together.
He should have. Instead, the father's wrath was inherited by the son.
That boy, it looks like Ethan, Kara's friend. Kara, who is she?
The little otter's burrow, once a joyful place, became a lair of anger. Abandoned by the one she loved most, she felt anger and sadness in equal measure. She was unable to deal with either. The little otter was not alone, but reaching her wounded heart was difficult, even for her own mother.
The father, he left them. But why?
Why do people leave, Jack? They're either broken or afraid.
Did I abandon them? I wouldn't. And who are you? What's your role in this goddamn tragedy?
The little fawn survived the first massacre. She was allowed to live a sort of life. In a wooden cage. But she lived. However, it was not a life of tranquility. What trials she faced next left no mark on timber or stone. And so days became months. Months became an eternity. Still her power grew, silent like a bear in winter.
She looks older in this memory. Maybe she managed to escape? Eventually?
Hope. You're such an optimist, Jack. When did this happen?
little girl. I...
Daddy, come on. We've got to celebrate.
Lily? Is that you? Lily? It seems like there's a book missing here. These symbols are not right. Another memory.
The little fox had enough. His plan came to fruition at last. Little more than a boy, the little fox was now all alone in the world. In the blazing flame of another tragedy, he was now free. His mind and body yet not fully grown. He set on a path to take back from the world what had been denied to him thus far.
I think I know that boy. Maybe I can help him.
You can in a way, but do you want to? Remember, Jack.
What is happening to me? More religious icons? This place definitely has too many of them.
The little fawn soon learned the meaning of violence. Her home burned by the pale-faced destroyers from another land. She cried and cried all alone as they ransacked, raided and annihilated everything on their paths. But the more they killed, the stronger their enemy became.
A tragedy, but it happened so long ago. We have learned not to be complete monsters. At least some of us.
Of course you did. The world is such a safe place now.
That girl, she lived in this village before the Europeans came. Were they English? Spanish? These symbols are not right.
Choices. She's the right one. What does she want from me? No.
The tragedy that befell the little otter was one of grave sadness. A premature tomb for one so young, so full of hope for the future. And the fox, blinded by his pride, was the agent of the catastrophe. He shares the blame, however, along with another.
Ethan, he always loved her, didn't he?
He found comfort in her friendship, but he craved more. You see now, Jack, this was your doing. Remember what you did. Remember what you neglected for your own sake and avarice. Remember before it's too late.
Cara, Lily, what have I done? You were the little fawn, weren't you? You blame me for what happened to them, but why show me when I can't do anything about it? What? What was that? What do you want from me? A weapon?
The massacre of that night was the epitome of destruction for my people. The last flames of hope snuffed forever by the white devils! The fawn had enough of subjugation. The last of her people, she rebelled against her master with all she had left. The battle on this plane of existence was an uneven one. The fawn met defeat with haste, but another one was about to begin.
You found yourself in an impossible situation. I'm sorry.
That mistake wasn't yours, Jack. Wouldn't it be smarter to focus on what you can change?
Something feels off. This totem, it's wrong.
And at last the fawn did attain her utmost capability. Her might echoed through the dim recesses of the cavern. The white devil ended her physical form, but in that moment a new being was born. The course of events that followed was not just, but rightfully vengeful. The fawn became a devil, and the devils her slaves.
You did to them what they did to your people. This way, the violence will never end.
This is the way the world works, Jack. Always has been.
So that's how it all went down, huh? I also have something to repent for. I don't want to end up like that. Another memory.
The fox was devoured by guilt, but could not turn back the clock. In the dark, he sulked and sighed and contemplated his mistakes. A misguided love was perhaps to blame, but the fox had never been given love. He never learnt the meaning behind it all. And thus it was so that a tragedy sparked another in the never-ending cycle of life lost and regained.
Ethan loved Kara. I was so blind. I should have known. I could have helped.
Love is powerful. It is a wild force. You cannot tame a bear. Merely learn to respect her strength.
Lily, Kara, this can't be. Please, tell me it's all a nightmare. I beg of you, if you can, undo all this. Please, but bring them back. Let this be a cruel illusion. I can't take this anymore. I was supposed to meet them at the cabin. I didn't go. Is that why they were in the car with Ethan? Oh God. That's not my suit. Ethan's? Is he here?
For better or worse, the fox found a way to deal with his grief. He sought solace in a place of human justice. The fox was not alone in this endeavour. Someone else walked this path with him. Someone entirely different. Whether friend or foe, she walked the path with him for a little while, aiding him or tempting him.
Is that you in the picture? You helped him move on, didn't you?
My influence in the lives of mortals is but a gentle wind, but even wind can sculpt pathways in a forest's undergrowth.
Ethan. He was going to get a new life, she said. What kind of life? I need to know. A suitcase? That's mine.
This is a separate story altogether. Or is it? Do you remember this, Jack? You left them to pursue something unknown even to you. Was it worth it? Would you do it all over again? You seemed happy to escape your boring life, but the reality was different, wasn't it?
Yes, it was me. I was so eager to leave, to try something new outside that god-forsaken city that I did not consider how that would make them feel.
Do not blame your shortcomings on a place or time. Your choices were always your own.
It's It's all coming back to me. The memories, the joy we had together. How did it all slip away? The laughter, the warmth. Oh, God. No, I don't want to remember this. It's too much. I can't.
In your pursuit of happiness, you drifted further and further away from them, towards a place of no return. Though prompted by fatal circumstance, you chose the road of betrayal, one that took you away from them, one significant step at the time. This last step, however, became permanent. It sealed their fate in ways beyond your comprehension.
If you hadn't tempted me, they'd still be alive. You truly are a monster.
This story is full of monsters, Jack. Am I one of them? Are you? There is hope yet, Jack. You are not beyond redemption. And your family can still be saved. Despite your trespassings, you have grown to accept your mistakes and become a better man for it. Time cannot erase what has been, but the future is full of hope. In it, Jack, you may find redemption. The path ahead will be challenging, but with newfound understanding and the willingness to bear the weight of your past, you can shape a brighter, more virtuous destiny for yourself and for those you hold dear. Go now. Leave this cursed place and return to your family. They are waiting.